Hey, what's up, gang? Jason Emmett here from the Movie Mix. I didn't believe the rumors, so I did some looking into it, and there's some substance to this story, as a couple of different news outlets have reported it at this point. So word is from an industry insider that Steven Spielberg, alongside Christopher Columbus, are currently working on a Goonies sequel. We've heard rumors about this for years. There was supposed to be a Disney Plus series. I don't know whatever came of that one. But this seems to have some substance behind it. Now, The Goonies from 1985 is one of my favorite films of all time, as I know a lot of Gen X and older millennials, or Zennials, as we call you, tend to agree. The Goonies tells the story of a group of preteens living in Oregon who discover a pirate map and go on an adventure to find treasure to save their homes, all while being pursued by Mama Fratelli and her 3 sons. It is a fun action-adventure movie that really just hit home with kids at the time. Now, according to what we've been hearing, production is expected to start next summer with a release date in late 2026 or early 2027, and they're saying that some of the cast is going to return. There's no official word on plot or setting or anything like that yet, but last year, Ke Huy Quan, who played Data in the film, said there had been numerous attempts at a script over the last few years, but nothing seemed to work. Now, we have some direct quotes, again, from an unnamed industry insider who talked to The Sun. This has now been reported across multiple news outlets, but here's what they were told. The original is so culturally significant, Warner Brothers know they have to get this totally right. It's likely major stars will come back, but the possibilities of where to take the sequel are endless. The team who are going to be starting work on the project are very excited. It is early days, but the youth adventure market is on fire, so they want to capitalize on this. The Goonies is 39 years old now, and the idea that they can bring the magic of that film to a whole new audience has the team very excited. I don't really know how to feel about that. The youth adventure market is on fire. I'm not really sure what they are referring to. I actually don't feel like movies like this have been made in a long time. That's not a good thing. I think these were great films and actually landed harder with kids of a certain age because they felt more like kids of a certain age. But I don't know that this is the way to go. Now, one storyline we'd heard tossed around regarding the OGs, original Goonies, was that their kids have been hearing stories and they decide to go check out this whole pirate ship thing, and then the parents have to come rescue them, something along those lines. Maybe that'll be the way they go. We don't really know. But you guys know me. I don't typically get upset by these things. I don't usually get mad about remakes or sequels. They just are what they are. But this doesn't seem like a good idea to me. Of course, like I always say, a fantastic writer could come along and create something amazing, and we end up loving it. But honestly, that doesn't happen very often. The plus about all this is that Christopher Columbus and Steven Spielberg seem to be attached, which is at least saying something. So a couple of thoughts. The first is why I don't think this movie will work as a Goonies movie, and the second is why I don't think it'll affect Goonies fans even if it turns out bad. So the cast back in 1985 was fantastic, but let's get into those guys now. Sean Astin is still amazing, Josh Brolin, Ke Huy Quan is great, Martha Plimpton's still around, still acting, we still love her. To the best of my knowledge, though, Cary Green stopped acting back in 2012. Jeff Cohen stopped acting as a child. He became an entertainment lawyer. He doesn't act anymore. John Matuzak, who played Sloth, he passed away shortly after the film came out, as did Anne Ramsey and Keith Walker. They're both passed away now, too. And Corey Feldman he's Corey Feldman. I mean, if you haven't seen him recently, go watch a video, but, seriously. To me, it would be a really difficult task to pull together enough of a cast that this isn't going to feel forced or corny, that it's going to work at all. Still, if they do make it, and it does turn out bad, or more likely it might not be bad, but it won't feel like a Goonies film, I mean, who cares? The Lost Boys had 2 horrible sequels that most of us don't talk about, and they don't hurt me at all when I go back to watch the original The Crow had sequels that were all bad, and then the reboot recently, which is also not great, and I can ignore those and watch the original Crow as well. Chances are this new film just won't match up enough to matter. It won't match up enough to make it feel like a Goonies movie, and it'll kind of feel like its own thing, inspired by maybe, I don't know. But my guess is it's going to feel Goonies in name only. And if I'm wrong, that actually means it's a good movie, that it's good enough that we actually want to accept it as part of the Goonies lore. I'm going to say this. Some movies just don't need a sequel, and the Goonies is one of those. This is a fantasy film, and where it ended, I felt like it was complete. We don't need to know what happens to One-Eyed Willie's ship. In fact, we don't want to know. We don't want to know that the Coast Guard went out and captured the ship and got the... No, we want to think that the ship sails on, that the ship is a ghost ship out there somewhere, that occasionally people see it, but that they don't ever capture the ship. We want the fantasy that was the Goonies. It was a great encapsulated film with a great ending. So I don't think this one needs to happen, but it's probably going to happen anyway. So let's hope that it's a decent movie and we can at least enjoy it as its own thing. You guys let me know down in the comments. As always, please be nice, but please give me your actual thoughts. Do you think this is a bad idea? Drop it down in the comments. While you're down there, go ahead and hit like. Please share this video. And of course, be a Goonie like me and subscribe. Until next we speak, guys, just watch the original Goonies. It's fantastic. And stay awesome.